Hi, my name is Caleb Weaver, and today we're going to be going through the analysis of your 2017 and 2018 sales, and then later on looking at how we can better our marketing, how we can better our pricing so that we can have the maximum uh, gross margin percent and the maximum profit, and we can bring in higher money towards the company, and we can make this a better profitable business. And so analytics is amazing and Excel is great, and it helps us see how we can best maximize potential and best show sales. And so just going through right now, let's go ahead and look at the top sellers first. And so based off of our 2017 and 2018 sales, what are our best selling products? So for 2017, you can see them above, and they're kind of going down, showing at the very bottom is the highest product with a total amount of sales of 30,298. And so you can see there our top 10 sales of 2017. And then here is how they compared to how they did in 2018. So for the 2017 sales, you can see those are the top 10, but necessarily that doesn't mean that they did as well in 2018. And that's important to kind of notice and see maybe why our sales might have gone down or why they have gone up. So for the paper copy number 20, it went from the 30,000 up to almost 35,000. And so you can see just a comparison between how they did in 2018, I'm sorry, how they did in 2017 in blue, and then how they did in 2018 in orange. So they're the top sellers of 2017 and how they match up to how they did in 2018. Now, here are top sellers, the top 10 sellers for 2018. And this is the year we kind of want to look at because this was just last year. This is what we're analyzing. And you can see these are our top sellers. Now, gross profit and gross margin. And this is what we kind of mainly want to look at because here in our sales, this shows us what's actually selling, and that's great. However, we care about the profit and we care about how we are gaining more money. And so here are our top 10 of both 2017 and 2018 on the right. And you can see how the gross profit compares to the gross margin percent. And you can see that sometimes the parts that have the gross margin percent even higher, that doesn't necessarily mean they're making the most profit. And so it's important to try and maximize both the gross margin percent as well as the gross profit. And so this is key right here. This one's probably doing the best in our 2018, this table flipper. And so it's great for gross profit as well as gross margin percent. And so what we're going to be wanting to do is find a way where we can make this orange line as high as possible as well as the profit, because what we really care about is the profit and we want to make that larger. So as you can see here, that's our gross profit and gross margin for 2017 and 2018. Now, these are the individual products and the manufacturers of those products. So what was the most profitable product of 2018? It was the mid-back chair, the L'Oreal chair. As you can see right here, the highest profit. And that has a gross profit of $12,022. And then later on, we're going to be discussing what happens with the 50th percentile, the difference, and the impact. But just for a heads up right now, we can see that there's room to grow even with our highest profitable products, even with the ones that we're already excelling in. So it's important to keep in mind right here, these three, that we will eventually kind of talk about and show that we can make more money off of these products. So this is our highest product right now, and it's an office chair. And then our highest sales what we're selling the most of is this business source paper. And this is just normal copy paper. It's not too expensive. However, we sell a lot of it, and it gives us the highest sales with a gross profit of $4,599. And then again, keep in mind here with the 50th percentile, the difference and the impact. Later on, we're going to unpack what these actually mean. And it just goes to show that our highest profit and our highest sales, they can both be benefiting, and they can both, we can get more money off of them. So let's go ahead and jump into what those 50th difference and impact are. Jumping over, here's the potential analysis. This is what I was talking about with the 50th percentile difference and impact. So basically, we threw all of the data into an Excel sheet, and we showed that all of the 2018 sales, because that's what we want to analyze now. That's something we can bring on into the future. But here we are right here. It has the 50th percentile, the difference, and the impact. And so basically what this is, the 50th percentile is the national average. This is what everyone is selling for. And so we want to recognize that. We want to see what they have. And as you can see, that they have a lot more money than we do. This national average, many of our products, that's the sum right here, is the sum of all of these lines. And so we lined up all of our products, and these are their totals. And the difference, which is what we're selling it at minus what they are selling it at. And so that's the difference. And that's how much potential money we could be gaining if we raised it to that price. And then the impact would be, the money impact would be how all of these differences would multiply up against the quantity. So say for this one, it would be this number times 72, which is 48 cents. And that doesn't look a lot. However, when we have so many sales, we have 2,862 products that could be increased. That's going to go ahead and show that just those small amounts can mean a little bit. And so jumping back over here, you now understand that the difference between what the national average is selling and what we are selling it for, we can raise it by $14.43. And so that's our highest profitable product. That's the most profitable, yet it still can change. So that shows the power of Excel, shows the power of data analysis, and shows, hey, this is how we can be improved in the company. And just increasing it by $14, we can actually gain $2,062 just on this single product. And so same thing for the highest sales down here. Excuse me. Now, for our major manufacturers, this is kind of just a heads up. This is a thanks to them. These are our top 10 manufacturers. These are where we're getting the most profit from. And so we want to recognize that, see what are our best manufacturers, and sort of like a thank you. And so here are our top 3. We have L'Oreal, or LLR. We have the business sources, which the L'Oreal was the chair and the business sources was the paper, as you saw in the last slide. And then Hewitt and Packard, which is PC. And so those are our top 3 right here. These are gaining us the most profit. And so those are our top manufacturers. Most people are buying them, and we're gaining most money from them because also you can tell that it's our highest sales. Now, we just dissected the potential analysis, and we understood that this 50th percentile and difference and impact is what we want to kind of view, and how we can maximize potential, and how later on next year we can raise these prices to make more money. And so, like I said, this is what the change is going to be. This is what we want to implement so that we can make the most money and ultimately be a better company. Now, this potential growth, it's many of the products. There's so many of the products that can be raised to this 50th percentile so that we can make more money. And as I said, it's 2,862 products that could have been increased. Now, if all of those potentials were raised, we could gain a total possible profit of 611,894. So that's a lot of money. We can be gaining a lot more money. And then now also increasing the top 10 will just bring us 3,694. And so that shows here in this chart right here, we have our top 10 potentials. These are the ones that have the biggest difference and that we will gain the most money from if we change them. So a lot of times we need to focus on what we can change and what we can do. And we know that we can at least change these top 10. And by changing these top 10, it'll make an impact of 3,694. And so that's what we need to be looking on and doing in the future, and making sure that we're comparing what we're doing with other companies, and so that we can maximize profit, maximize our potential. And so I hope this data analysis kind of helped what we should be doing in these future years, and better helped you understand how analytics works and how we can best gain money for this company. So thank you.